It didn't end with a fight. It didn't end with a slammed door. It ended with 1,000 tiny silences, 1,000 missed glances, 1,000 nights where I reached for you and you were already turned away. It was a slow fade, and I watched it happen every single day. I woke up this morning, same as before. Reached for your side, but you were at the door. Already dressed, already gone. In your head, already moved on. I said good morning, you said hey. 2 syllables, they used to make my day. Now they're just sounds, just empty air, floating between us, going nowhere. Remember when we linger in bed, talking for hours, tangled in threads of sheets and skin and whispered dreams. Now we're just 2 people, or so it seems, going through motions, checking the clocks. The slow fade is killing us, and it never stops. The slow fade, watching you slip away day by day. A little less color, a little less gray. I'm losing you and I can't even say. The slow fade, it's not a goodbye, it's a quiet retreat. We're still in the same room, but we're obsolete, and I'm drowning in the silence of defeat. I counted the words we said today, 12 in the morning, 6 before I prayed for a sign that you still saw me, but your eyes were looking right through me. See, I touched your shoulder, you pulled away, a tiny flinch that screamed don't stay. It wasn't dramatic, wasn't loud, just a slow fade, making me proud of how quietly we're coming undone, like a masterpiece painted over by the sun. I used to know the map of your face, now I'm a stranger in a familiar place. You're a ghost in a home, a shadow of light, and I'm losing you more every single night. I started keeping a journal of your disappearances. Not physical, you're still here, still in my presence, but you're fading like a photograph left in the sun. The edges are blurring, the colors are done. I write down the moments you used to laugh and compare them to now. It's a different draft, a different story, a different end. I'm losing my lover, losing my friend, and the worst part is you don't even notice. You're so used to the distance. The focus is on everything but us, everything but me, and I'm watching you fade so silently that I'm starting to fade too, becoming a ghost. The slow fade is the worst way to lose the most. I remember when you look at me like I was the only thing you could see. Now your eyes drift to the window, the door to anything that's not me anymore. I remember when your laugh filled the room, now it's a whisper, a breath of doom. I remember when your touch was a flame, now it's a flicker I can't even name. And every day a little piece dies, a little less love in your eyes, a little less warmth in your smile, a little less reason to stay a while. I'm holding on to what's already gone. The slow fade is a lonely song, and I'm singing it alone tonight, watching you disappear in the light. The slow fade. Slow fade, day by day, piece by piece. We're still here together, but we're miles away. And the slow fade is killing me every day. You know what I miss most? It's not the big things. It's the tiny moments, the inside jokes that don't make you laugh anymore. The way you'd steal my fries, the way you'd hold my hand in the car, the way you'd say my name like it was something precious. Now you say it like it's a chore, like I'm a task you have to complete before you can move on to something better. And I'm here, watching the slow fade, holding on to the ghost of us and hoping that maybe, just maybe, tomorrow won't be the day you finally disappear completely. It's 3 a.m. again. My thumb's got a mind of its own, scrolling past the warning signs, straight to the golden hour, straight to the smile I don't recognize anymore. My camera rolls a crime scene, a museum of a ghost, a digital confession of the things I miss the most. It's not the big trips, the sunsets, or the parties that we crashed, just a blurry shot of you asleep, a portrait of our past. I see a coffee cup, your lipstick stain still on the rim. I see a video of us laughing till our lungs were getting dim. I see a screenshot of a text you sent when you were far from home. Said, can't wait to hold you, left me in this void alone. And I'm scrolling through the pictures I can't delete, all the digital receipts of when we were complete. Every pixel holds a promise that you couldn't keep. Now the only thing that's clearer is the silence in the street. I got the proof of love on a screen so bright, but it doesn't warm my hands or hold me through the night. Just a graveyard of a future that was never meant to be, just a thumbprint on the glass and a ghost for me to see. My phone's a fucking time machine, I'm trapped inside its glare. I archive, but I can't hide it, the pain is always there. I see your face in lighting that I'll never recreate, a version of a person I can no longer compensate. I know I should just swipe it, hit the trash and then confirm, but that would be like saying all the fire didn't burn. That would be erasing all the chapters of my life, the good ones and the bad ones, the love and all the strife. And I remember your wife, her name, the password to your phone, the way you laugh at jokes, the sound I don't condone. In my memory now I'm holding on to ones and zeros, cause they're the only proof I got that you were ever close. And I'm scrolling through the pictures I can't delete, all the digital receipts of when we were complete. Every pixel holds a promise that you couldn't keep. Now the only thing that's clearer is the silence in the street. I got the proof of love on a screen so bright, but it doesn't warm my hands or hold me through the night. Just a graveyard of a future that was never meant to be, just a thumbprint on the glass and a ghost for me to see. Ooh, they say delete and move on, but how do I delete the sun? How do I trash the memory of you in that dress? How do I empty the folder of the moment that I knew that I was not the one, but I still wanted you? So I'll keep the receipts, all 2794 of them, the ones that make me laugh and the ones that make me feel heavy. Cause the only thing sadder than the end of our song is a phone that's got the memory I forgot the melody. Yeah. Check. I'm still here, in the wreckage, sifting through the debris, trying to find the pieces of me that I didn't realize I was giving away. You know, they say love is an investment, but I think I just filed for emotional bankruptcy. Yeah. I'm scanning the wreckage of a kingdom we built on sand. Every brick I lay was a promise, now it's just a strand of memories I'm pulling like a thread from a frayed sweater, trying to fix the holes, but the fabric's gone forever. I put my currency in, you thought you were the federal bank. Now I'm broke emotionally and my spirit's in the tank. I'm trying to make a withdrawal from a vault that's been cleaned out. The only thing left in it is the echo of my shout for you to give it back. The time, the tears, the trust I lent, the years I spent on you was money that was never meant to be cashed in for sorrow. But here I am, a debtor to the past, a love that I can't get back, never. I'm a heart in retrieval, trying to find what I lost, but the love I gave to you was at a terrible cost. You spent it all on nothing, left me with the frost, and now I'm going through the motions, counting up the cost. I put my soul on a layaway, thought you would pay the fee, but you defaulted on the promise, now it's just a memory. I'm standing at the window of a closed down shop, begging for my heart back, but you've already made it stop. I gave you my blueprints, my future, my design. You copied what you needed and you left the rest behind. I'm sitting with a legal pad, writing up a claim, a heart in retrieval, but who the hell's to blame? I'm trying to get back the mornings I spent making you coffee, the nights I held you close when your own thoughts were too off-key. I'm trying to get back the songs I wrote and never finished, because my creativity with you is simply diminished. I want my laughter back, the one you borrowed and then broke. I want the quiet confidence you turned into a joke. I'm standing at the lost and found, but no one's there to help. I gave you my whole arm, you just took it to the elbow. Now I'm trying to retrieve the parts you didn't even treasure, but the universe just tells me that's the cost of your pleasure. I'm a heart in retrieval, trying to find what I lost, but the love I gave to you was at a terrible cost. You spent it all on nothing, left me with the frost, and now I'm going through the motions, counting up the cost. I put my soul on a layaway, thought you would pay the fee, but you defaulted on the promise, now it's just a memory. I'm standing at the window of a closed down shop, begging for my heart back, but you've already made it stop. I'm not even mad at you, I'm mad at me for not seeing the fine print, the terms, the guarantee. The love ain't a transaction, it's a gamble, it's a fall, and you can't get a refund for the moment you gave it all. I gave it all, and you just traded for silence. So I'll keep searching in the empty voicemails, in the half-remembered dreams, for a heart that's been discontinued, a relic of a me that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm retrieving is the lesson. And it's heavier than any love I ever gave. Yeah. Settlement of assets, division of property, dissolution of a shared existence. They call it uncooling. Like we're a train that just detached. No explosion, no drama, just paperwork and a box of memories. We're splitting down the middle, let's begin. I don't want the photographs, I'll take the ones of us. You can keep the ones of you, I'll leave the rest to us. Autumn 2, the couch we bought together, split it down the seam. You take the cushions, I'll take the frame. A fractured, broken dream. Item 3, the music you can have, our favorite songs. I'll take the silence that remains when everything goes wrong. Item 4, the promises, divide them equally. You take the ones you meant to keep, I'll take the ones you gave to me. And we'll sign on every dotted line, initial every page. A contract for the end of love, a cold and sterile cage. We're separating atoms, dividing up the air. The space between us widening, a vacuum of despair. We're uncoupling, taking apart our lives, splitting up the memories like a butcher with a knife. You take your half of everything, I'll take what's left of me. Two strangers in the wreckage of what we used to be. We're uncoupling, the paperwork is done. The love we had is over, the battle has been won by nobody, just silence and a form we both were signed to end the life we built together one cold and final time. Who gets the inside jokes, the ones that only we would know? Do we split the laughter up, or do we let it go? What about the future, the kids we never had? Do I keep the memory of them, or does that make me sad? I'm going through the checklist, ticking boxes in my mind. Our love reduced to objects, a process so unkind. Your sweater's in my closet, my books are on your shelf. We're trading our existence like we're someone else. Who gets the rainy Sundays, the mornings in the sun? Who gets the quiet evenings when the day is finally done? You can't divide a heartbeat, you can't split a soul in two, but we're trying anyway because we don't know what to do. We're lawyers in our own demise, reading off the will of a love that's slowly dying, a heart that's standing still. We're uncoupling, taking apart our lives, splitting up the memories like a butcher with a knife. You take your half of everything, I'll take what's left of me. Two strangers in the wreckage of what we used to be. We're uncoupling, the paperwork is done. The love we had is over, the battle has been won by nobody, just silence and a form we both must sign to end the life we built together one cold and final time. Who gets the last I love you? Who gets the final fight? Who gets the dreams we buried? Who gets the sleepless nights? You can't divide the tears we cried. You can't uncouple pain. You can't just sign a form and make it all in vain. We're not a contract, we're not a lease. We were everything, and now we're just receipts. I signed the last paper today. Gave you back your keys, your books, your hoodie that still smells like you, and I kept nothing, because nothing mattered. Nothing was ever really mine, except the memory of a love that was never meant to be divided. But here we are, uncoupled, separate, and I'm left with an empty drawer and a heart that doesn't know how to stop loving you, even when the paperwork says I should. Yeah. Yeah. I found someone new. She's nice, she's kind, she laughs at my jokes. She holds my hand, but when she holds my hand, it doesn't feel like yours. Her fingers are warm, but they don't fit. And I hate myself for noticing, for comparing, for wishing she was you.
I met her on a Tuesday when the rain was falling down. I was trying to forget you, trying not to drown. She smiled at me and I smiled back, but I was seeing you through the cracks. She's got your hair, but not your eyes. She laughs the same, but not your lies. She says she loves me, and I say it too, but the words feel empty, they don't ring true. Because when I hold her in the dark, I'm holding a ghost, I'm missing the spark. She's a placeholder, a band-aid on a wound, a temporary fix in a permanent tomb. She's everything I should want, everything I need, but she's not you, and that's the greed. It's eating me alive, it's killing me slow, because I can't let you go, I can't let you go.
I'm lying in the arms of a stranger's warmth, trying to forget you, trying to move forward, but her skin is just skin, her touch is just touch. And I miss you so much, I miss you so much. She's warm, but she's not fire. She's kind, but she's not desire. I'm holding on to someone new, but I'm still in love with you.
I tell myself it's healing, I tell myself it's growth, but every time she whispers, I'm thinking of you both. The way you used to say my name, a song I can't forget. She says it different and it's a reminder of my debt. I'm trying to build a future on a foundation of lies. Every kiss is an apology, every touch is a disguise. I'm pretending I'm happy, I'm pretending I'm fine, but I'm counting down the seconds until I'm out of time. Because I know this isn't fair to her, this isn't fair to me. I'm using her to fill the space she used to occupy. She deserves someone whole, someone who can truly see, not someone who's looking through her, trying to find you in the sea of faces that don't matter, of voices that don't sound like yours. The one that used to make my world go round. I'm a fraud, a liar, a thief of a time, because every moment with her is a crime. Against the love we had, against the truth I know that a stranger's warmth can never make me trying to move forward, but her skin is just skin, her touch is just touch. And I miss you so much, I miss you so much. She's warm, but she's not fire. She's kind, but she's not desire. I'm holding on to someone new, but I'm still in love with you. She doesn't know that when I close my eyes, it's your face I see, your voice I hear, your name I wanna say. And I'm so tired of pretending, so tired of lying, so tired of using her warmth to keep me from freezing in the cold you left behind. She deserves better, I deserve better, I deserve better. This empty, hollow, desperate imitation of love. I'm sorry to her. I'm sorry to her. I'm sorry to myself for thinking a stranger
let her go today. I told her the truth. She cried, and I cried too, because I knew I was never really with her. I was always with you. In my head, in my head, in my dreams, a stranger's warm. You're still a stranger, and I'd rather be cold than lie to myself, than lie to someone else, than pretend that anyone could ever be you. Yeah. Yeah. My thumb is hovering over the button, the one that says block, the one that severs the last thread, the one that reaches you, unreachable, unfinnable, unreal. I've been staring at your name for an hour, and I know once I press it, there's no going back, no messages, no calls, no accidental likes, no proof you ever existed. Just silence forever. My thumb is trembling over the screen, the last connection to what we could have been. I scroll through the messages one final time, reading the words that were once so divine. I love you, I miss you, come home soon. Now they're just ghosts in a digital tomb. Your profile picture still smiling at me, a version of you that I used to see. Before the lies, before the love died in your eyes. I got the cursor on block right now, and I don't know if I remember how to let you go for the final time, to erase your name from this phone of mine. But I have to, I have to, I have to. Avoid where your name used to stay. The blank space where you used to be. I blocked you, but I can't block the memory. I can't block the way you laughed, the way you said my name, the way you made me feel seen. Now I'm the one who's blocked from my own happiness, from my own peace, from the hope that maybe, just maybe, you'd come back. But you can't, because I pressed the button, and I can't unpress it. Yeah. We planted ourselves in the same soil, same sunlight, same rain. Our roots tangled together like promises. But somewhere along the way, the seasons changed, and we stopped growing toward each other. We just stretched in opposite directions, quietly, slowly, irreversibly. I remember the spring when we first took root, two saplings in a garden, tender and new. Our branches intertwined like fingers in the dark. We were so close we couldn't tell where one would start and the other would end. We were a single tree, a canopy of us shading you and me. But the years passed by like seasons in a blur, and somewhere in the autumn the branches began to stir in opposite directions, chasing different light. You reached for the sun, I reached for the night, and I didn't notice the distance at first. It was gradual, gentle, a quiet creeping thirst for something the other couldn't give anymore. Like a tree that forgot what the roots were for. We grew apart like trees, same ground but different skies. I watched your leaves change color before my eyes, and I knew we were branching into separate goodbyes. We grew apart like trees, our roots still touch, but our canopies don't. We're standing together but alone in the same grove, and the forest of us is a ghost of what we wrote. You stretched toward the valley, I climbed for the hill. Different altitudes, different thrills. You needed the warmth, I craved the cold. We were a story that slowly grew old. Remember when our rings were aligned? Each year a promise, a love we defined. But the annual ring started to tell a new tale, one of division, of whispers, of fail to connect like we used to, like branches that meet. Now I reach for your hand, and there's empty street between where I'm standing and where you've grown. I'm a tree that's left standing, but I'm so alone in a forest of memories, a grove of regret. Two trees that grew together, then quietly forget. I used to think love was forever, like an oak that stands for 1,000 years. But even oaks split in storms, even the strongest branches break. And maybe we didn't break, we just bent so far in opposite directions that we couldn't bend back. And now I look at you from across the field and I see a stranger, wearing the face of the person I planted myself next to. So many seasons ago, did the soil change? Did the light move? Or did we just forget to grow toward each other? I don't know the answer, but I know the shape of your leaves, and they don't look like mine anymore. I see you in the distance, your branches so wide. You found your own forest, your own tide, and I'm happy for you, I swear that I am. But I'm mourning the tree that I was, the one that ran toward a future that never arrived, where our trunks were still intertwined, still alive. But the roots that once tangled are now separate lines, growing through earth that no longer aligns with the compass of us, the map of our youth. Now I'm reading the rings and they're telling the truth. We grew apart like this earth and the wood, of a love that was good, but not understood. We grew apart like trees. I'm still in the same forest, but you're miles away. Your leaves catch a light I can't see today, and I'm standing in shadows you used to chase away. We grew apart like trees. Our roots still remember the same patch of ground, but the branches have scattered the canopies down, and I'm left with the rings of a love that unwound. Sometimes I walk to the place where we first grew, and I stand in the soil that once held us both. I put my hand on the bark of my own trunk, and I feel the grooves, the cracks, the age, and I wonder if the wind ever carries your leaves to my roots, if you ever think of the ground we shared, or if you've grown so far now that the forest of us is just a clearing where two trees used to stand. And now only one remains. The other is just a shadow in the distance. I was at a coffee shop, just trying to order something normal. A latte, no sugar, extra shot. And then I heard it. Someone said your name across the room, and I dropped my change all over the floor, and I couldn't pick it up because my hands were shaking too hard. It's just a word, right? 4 letters in a row, but it hits my chest like a wrecking ball. Slow, I hear it in a grocery store, frozen aisle, and suddenly the ice cream tastes like denial. Your name is a trigger word, a loaded gun, pointed at my peace of mind, and I run. But I can't run from the syllables you gave me. They're tattooed on my eardrums, and they save me from forgetting, because forgetting would be worse. Living without the echo of your curse. Every time someone says it, casual and light, I flinch like a soldier in the middle of the night, hearing a sound that means war. And I'm back on the battlefield, sore from fighting the memory, losing the fight. Your name is a landmine buried in polite conversation. Your name is a trigger word. I flinch, I break, I shout it inside. 3 syllables that I can't hide. They pull the pin and I'm ready to die. Your name is a trigger word, casual to them, a knife to me, a bullet that I take silently, and I'm falling apart publicly. My friend asked me how she doing. I froze, my coffee cup brewed into ruins. I said, I don't know, but my voice cracked, and the silence that followed was a heart attack. She didn't mean it. She didn't know that your name is the star of a one-man show, a tragedy I perform every day in the theater in my head where I can't look away. I hear it at work, in meetings, in hallways, and my brain goes to dark places always. I see your face, your lips, your smile, and I'm back in the first mile of the marathon that was us. The finish line was a noose, and your name is the twine that tightens around my throat so fast. I can't breathe, I can't last. I used to love the way your name tasted on my tongue, like honey, like wine, like wasted time that I'd never give back, cause it was sweet. Now it's a poison I can't defeat. I've tried to desensitize myself, said it 100 times alone on the shelf, whispered it, screamed it, wrote it in dust, but the trigger stays primed, the pain stays just one syllable away from a breakdown. I'm a puppet and your name is a string, pulling me back to everything that broke me, that shook me, that took me and left me in the wreckage. My therapist says use exposure therapy So I wrote your name 1,000 times, very carefully, trying to dull the edge. But every letter sliced me, made me pledge alliance to the memory, not the cure. Your name is a wound that stays impure. I saw a billboard with your name on it, some random business not even connected. But I pulled over and cried for 10 minutes, 'cause the letters were the same and I was in it. Again the flashback, the flood of us. Your name is a trigger I can't discuss without feeling the recoil, the blast of a love that ended too fast. Your name is a trigger word, I flinch every time, and I can't pretend that 3 little sounds won't break me, won't bend me into the shape of your ghost, my friend. Your name is a trigger word, casual for them, a war for me. I wear the scars silently, secretly, and I pray that nobody says it again, please. And they don't know. They say your name like it's harmless, like it's just vowels and consonants. But to me, it's the sound of the door closing. It's the sound of the phone hanging up. It's the sound of my heart learning to beat without you. So please, don't say it around me. Don't say it around me, because I'll flinch and I'll fall apart, and I'll be right back in the room where you left me, saying your name like a prayer that never got answered. We used to sail the same waters, same current, same tides. Now I look across the deck and I can barely see your silhouette. The fog rolled in so quiet, neither of us heard it coming, neither of us blew the horn. We just drifted. We woke up this morning in the same bed, but it felt like miles between where we laid our heads. I reached for your hand, but the distance grew, like the fog between us, thick and blue. Remember when we navigate by starlight? Now I'm lost in a mist that swallowed our spotlight. We used to chart our course on the same map. Now I'm tracing lines that don't connect. Just now I asked you what's wrong, you said nothing, I'm fine. But your eyes were a harbor that wasn't mine. We're 2 ships in the fog, blowing horns, but the sound gets swallowed, the warning's torn between the silence and the sea. We lost the language, lost the key. 2 ships in the fog, drifting away, and we don't know why. We used to collide like waves in the tide. Now I'm waving my arms, but you're already wide. 2 ships in the fog, I can hear your horn, but I can't see your light. We're so close together, but we're losing the fight, and the fog keeps rolling in every night. I remember something I said? Was it something I didn't? Did we just forget to hold on? Or did we let go so gradually that neither of us noticed the empty space where our hands used to intertwine? I'm yelling into the fog, come back! But the only thing that comes back is my own voice, tangled in the mist, tangled in the lost, tangled in the two of us who are no longer us. I see your silhouette fading slow like a ship on the horizon. Letting go, I could chase you, I could turn the wheel, but you're not signaling that you wanna feel the way we used to, the way we were, when the sea was clear and we were sure. Now I'm watching you disappear into gray, and I don't even have the words to say. Stay is a rope that's already frayed, come back is a plea that the fog has betrayed. So I'll stand on my deck alone in the mist, watching the ghost of the love I kissed fade into nothing, fade into white. Two ships in the fog, losing the fight. Two ships in the fog. I can't see you now, I can't hear your call. We were so close, now we're nothing at all. Just shadows and silence in the rise and the fall. Two ships in the fog, drifting apart without even a sound. We were the anchors, now we're unbound. And the fog keeps rolling and we keep going down. Sometimes I think I see your light through the mist, a flicker in the night, and I raise my hand to wave goodbye, but you're already gone, already wide. Two ships in the fog, not even a ripple to show we were there, just the silence of air and the fog and the fog and the fog. They teach you how to love in movies and songs and poems your mother reads, but nobody hands you a manual for the unlearning, the undoing, the art of unloving someone who's still breathing in your chest. I studied your face like a textbook, memorized every freckle, every crooked look. Now I'm trying to forget the syllabus, but the final exam is killing us. I used to wake up and love you like a reflex. Now I wake up and the reflex is a train wreck. They say time heals, but time's a liar. It just gives you more room to admire the scars you carved into my ribcage, like graffiti on a holy page. I'm trying to erase your name from my bones, but the ink is permanent, the aching tones, a melody I can't unhear, a frequency that's always near. The art of unloving you is a canvas I never asked to paint. Every stroke is a memory, every color a taint. I'll mix the blues of goodbye with the red of restraint. The art of unloving you takes a lifetime to master, a second to fail. I'll paint over your face, but the outline prevails, and I'm left with a mess say practice makes perfect, but I've been practicing heartbreak for 1,000 nights, and I'm still terrible at it. Still awful at waking up without your good morning text. Still clumsy at ordering coffee for one. Still fumbling with the keys to a door that opens to silence. I've mastered the art of pretending I'm fine, but I'm failing the art of forgetting you're mine. And the worst part is you've already graduated. You've moved on to the next class while I'm still in the remedial course of loving someone who's no longer in the room.
I thought if I could unlove you in stages, like grief, denial, anger, bargaining, and pages of acceptance, I'd finally be free. But the stages are a circle and I'm back at 3, bargaining with myself, with the clock, with the sky. Just one more memory before I say goodbye. But goodbye is a word I can't pronounce. It gets stuck in my throat like a silent bounce of a ball that keeps coming back to my hand. The art of unloving you is a one-man band playing a symphony of chaos and calm. I'm the conductor with a bleeding palm, directing the notes that you used to sing. Now I'm conducting the wreckage of everything. The art of unloving you is a gallery of unfinished work. Every painting I start, I go back and I lurk in the shadows of brushstrokes that still make me hurt. The art of unloving you, I'll never hang it on a wall. I'll keep it in the attic where the darkness falls, where the masterpiece of hell is my eternal call. And so I keep practicing every morning, every night. I wake up and I try to unlove you, and every night I fail, but maybe that's the art. Not the perfect execution, but the constant brave attempt to live with the masterpiece of you. Even when the museum is closed, even when the lights are off, I'll still be there, tracing your outline in the dark. I washed it 3 times, trying to get your smell out. But all I did was set the scent in deeper, like memory, like regret. Now I'm folding it, and it's heavier than anything you ever left behind. I pulled it from the drawer where it's been since July, when you left it on my bed. Said I'll grab it by, but you never came back for it, did you? You left your armor here and I hid it, 'cause wearing it felt like you were still around. Sleeves too long, I let them drape over my hands, like you were holding them in public, making plans. Now the cuffs are frayed from me pulling them tight, holding on to threads like they'd hold you through the night. It's charcoal gray, your favorite shade. Now it's the color of the gray we made. I traced the logo on the chest right above the heart, the same spot where your head would rest right from the start. Now it's just cotton and polyester blend, but it carries the weight of a love that couldn't bend. I'm returning your oversized hoodie, the one that still smells like your cologne. I should've burned it, should've let it go, but I'm handing it back, 'cause I can't be alone with the ghost of you wrapped around my bones. I'm returning your oversized hoodie, folded so neat like I'm not falling apart, but every crease is a crack in my heart, and I'm handing it over, but I'm keeping the scar. You wore it that night, we watched the rain pressed against the window, whispering my name. I borrowed it the next day. You said keep it, babe, said it looks better on me anyway. What a lie you gave, 'cause it never fit me. I was swimming in you, trying to fill a space that I never grew into. But a word to work, word to bed, word when I cried till my eyes went red. The strings are tangled, I never fixed them, kinda like us, losing
sleep. From the morning you kissed me and said believe. Believe in forever, believe in the dream. Now the stain is a scar and the dream is a scream. I put it in a bag of plastic grocery one. Cause nothing fancy deserves what we've done. I drove to your place, parked across the street, sat there for an hour, heart pounding to the beat of the wipers clearing rain, or were they clearing tears? I couldn't tell, I've been crying for years. It felt like years in that driver's seat, holding a bag with our history. I thought about keeping it, hiding it away, but I need to let go of what I can't save. So I walked to your door, left it on the mat, rang a bell and I ran. How pathetic is that? I watched from my car as you opened the door. You picked up the bag, looked around and then swore. You knew it was me, you knew it was goodbye. You held it so gently, then you started crying. That broke me more than the leaving did. Cause you still love the hoodie, but not the kid who worried to feel close to you with a sin. I drove a watch and you pull it back in. Now I'm home and my shoulders feel cold. The absence of fabric is a story untold. I keep reaching for a hood that ain't there, like I'm reaching for your hand in the air. But there's nothing to grab, nothing to hold, just the chill of the truth that we've grown on. Too old for pretending, too tired to fight. I gave back the hoodie, but I'm still not right. Cause it wasn't the fabric, it wasn't the fleece. It was a feeling of safety, a counterfeit peace. I thought keeping it kept you alive, but all it did was help me survive. The lie that you come back, the lie that you stay. Now the hoodie's with you and I'm miles away. Miles of regret, inches of skin exposed to the cold that I'm living in. I'm returning your oversized hoodie, but I'm keeping the ache, keeping the night. You can have the threads, you can have the hype, but the emptiness fits me better tonight. I'm returning your oversized hoodie, and I hope when you wear it you feel what I knew. The weight of a love that was born not true. Now the hoodie's with you, and I'm nothing but blue. You know what's funny? I still catch myself looking for it. In the closet, on the chair by the door. But it's gone. Just like us. Just like the warmth. Now I'm just cold in a world that doesn't fit. Without your hoodie. Without you. I found it in a shoebox, underneath the bed we never made. September 3rd, 2:47 p.m. You were laughing at something I said. I don't remember the joke anymore, but I remember your teeth, your eyes. Now all that's left is half a photograph, and the other half is bleeding through my mind. I took a pair of scissors, cold and mean, laid the photo on the table. You know the scene, the one from the pier, sunset bleeding gold. Your arm around my shoulder never felt so bold. I traced the line between us with my thumb. Then I made the cut, made the silence come. Snipping, you were gone from the frame, but in my head you're screaming my name. The paper tore so easy, like it wanted to die, like it knew we were finished, didn't even try to hold together the lie we call love. Now I'm holding half a picture and a whole lot of shove, pushing me under, drowning me slow. The other half of the Polaroid is all I need to know that you're out there, still smiling, still warm, while I'm holding a ghost in a torn up form. Half a Polaroid, I cut you out, but you're still in my head. I tore the paper, I tore the thread, but the memory's sharp as the scissors I bled. Half a Polaroid, I kept my smile, but it doesn't look right. Cause half of a picture is half of a life, and I'm left with the corner where you used to shine bright. I remember taking it, your iPhone died, so I pulled out the Instax, said let's get it right. You rolled your eyes, but you posed anyway. Hand on my chest, like you wanted to stay. The flash went off, the film spat out. We watched it develop, no shadow of doubt that we were perfect, frozen in time. Now I'm freezing in this moment, committing a crime against what we were, against what we had. Cutting you out like a bad habit, so sad. I held the scissors like a surgeon. almost said never mind, almost chose to lie over the peace of mind. But I folded your hat, put it in an envelope, addressed it to nowhere, sealed it with hope that somewhere you'd find it and know what you lost. The cost of the cut, the frost of the cost. But I never mailed it, it sits on my shelf next to the scissors that cut through myself. Cause when I cut you out, I cut me too. I just didn't notice the blood seeping through. The photos half empty and so is my chest. I passed the test of heartbreak, but I failed the rest. Now I carry the half in my wallet behind my ID. So every time I open it, I see we used to be. A smile that doesn't match the tears in my eyes. A story that's been cut down to size. I turned the photo over, read the date on the back. Said 3/20/20 be the day we never look back. But we did look back, we did, didn't we? For months we kept circling like debris. Now I'm staring at the half that's still mine, wondering if the cut was a sign that I was never whole to begin with. That I was always the frame, you were the print within. I kept the background appear, the sea, the sky, but the focus of the photo was always your eye. And now that eye is on someone new, smiling in a picture I'll never undo. Half a Polaroid, I cut you out, but the scissors were lies. You're still in the corner, still in my eyes. I ripped the paper, but I can't rip goodbye. Half a Polaroid, I try to forget, but the half that remains is burned in my brain like permanent stains. And I'm holding the proof of my beautiful pains. I still have the other half, you know, the one with your face. I couldn't throw it away. I keep it in a drawer, between the letters you never wrote and the promises you never kept. Maybe one day I'll tape us back together, but I know the seam will always show, just like the scar on my heart, just like the half of me that never learned to let go. Looking back at a love that missed by an inch. You know what the cruelest thing is? It wasn't that we were terrible together. It's that we were almost perfect. Like a puzzle piece that's just a millimeter off. Close enough to see the picture, but not close enough to fit. Damn. We were 99%, just 1% away from being the love story that would never fade away. We had the chemistry, the time, and the right kind of spark. We just missed the mark in the dark. I remember all the moments that felt like they would fade. The way you finished my sentences, I swear it was great. We laughed at the same jokes, cried at the same songs. We were so close to right, but we got it so wrong. It's like a photograph that's just a little out of focus. A beautiful disaster, a wonderful hocus pocus. We had everything we needed except the final piece, the one that makes a love story finally find its peace. We were almost perfect, just an inch away from a love that would've lasted, but we couldn't find a way. So close to forever, we could taste it on our tongue. Now I'm left with almost a song that's never sung. We were almost perfect, a masterpiece undone, a canvas almost finished, but we put down the gun. And now I'm staring at the picture, wondering what could be if we had just been perfect. But perfect wasn't me. What was that missing puzzle piece? That one elusive thing? Was it the way I held you? The way I couldn't sing? Was it the silence in the spaces where the words should go? The tiny little fractures that we never seemed to know. I played it back 1,000 times, the film inside my head. Analyze each frame until my heart was filled with dread. You were a millimeter from my soul, a hair's breadth from my heart, but that tiny bit of distance tore our love apart. We almost had the magic. wasted on our tongue. Now I'm left with almost a song that's never sung. We were almost perfect, a masterpiece, undone, a canvas almost finished, but we put down the gun and now I'm staring at the picture, wondering what could be if we had just been perfect. But perfect wasn't me. They say close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. But what about love? What about the love that was almost there? Almost enough. Almost right. Almost ours. Almost, I hate that word. Almost is the sound of a door closing when you were just about to walk through. I keep going back to that night. The night we almost said I love you at the same time. But I hesitated. Just a second. Just an inch. And that inch became a mile. Became an ocean. Became a goodbye. We were almost perfect. And that's the worst part. Because almost feels like failure. Feels like me. Yeah. 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 You're sorry to think. Across the street, in the coffee shop we used to go to, you were sitting in our spot, and I thought, maybe you'd see me, maybe you'd smile, maybe you'd remember, but your eyes just passed right over me. Like I was a ghost. Like I was never there. Like I was nothing. I saw you today, and my heart stopped beating. For a second I thought maybe we'd start repeating the story we wrote and the chapters we shared. But you looked at me like you never cared. Your eyes were like windows with the curtains drawn tight. No flicker of memory, no spark of the light that used to live there when you looked at me. Now I'm just a stranger, a face you don't see. I stood there waiting for a sign, a blink, a glance, anything to show me I still had a chance. But you turned to your coffee, you scrolled through your phone, like I was a shadow, like I was alone in a room full of people. But I was a ghost, the one you love most. Now the one you love most to forget. You look right through me like I'm made of glass. guess I was. That's the price I pay. You look right through me like I'm made of glass, like everything we had just came and passed. I'm standing right here, but you don't see my face. You erased me from my story, you left without a trace. You look right through me and it cuts like a knife. To know I'm in nothing in your life. After everything we were, everything we shared, you look right through me like I was never there. Like I was never there. I used to be your favorite view. The first thing you saw in the morning. The last thing you saw at night. Now, I'm just air. I'm just the space between your thoughts. The silence in your day. How do you do that? How do you unsee someone? How do you look at a person who held your heart and feel nothing? I guess that's the part that hurts the most. Not that you left, but that you forgot how to see me. I walked away today. You never even blinked. I wanted to scream, to shake you, to remind you of the way we used to be. But I just left because what's the point of being seen by someone who's already decided you're not there? You look right through me. And I'm starting to think maybe I am the ghost. Maybe I'm the one who's fading. Maybe I was never really here at all. Yeah. Shiny, bright, something I couldn't stop looking at. But I got busy, got distracted, got comfortable, and I left it outside in the cold and the rain. And I watched it rust, slowly, silently, until there was nothing left to say. Beautiful once, like a brand new car, shining in the sunlight. We knew who we are, but I left you outside. I left you alone in the middle of a storm that I should have known was coming to break us, to bend us, to crack. The windows were open, I never looked back. I let the rain seep into our seams. I let the cold kill our beautiful dreams. I watched the pain peel, I watched the rust grow. I knew what was happening, I just let it go. Because I was tired, because I was scared, because I thought love could repair what I never repaired. I left you out there night after night, hoping the sun would come back and make it right. But the sun never came, and the rain never stopped, and our love just rested until it finally dropped. We were love left out in the rain, a beautiful thing that rusted from pain. Not from a fight, not from a lie, just from the tears I never dried. We were love left out in the cold, a story that never got to grow. the first crack, a tiny little thing, a missed call, a silence of forgotten spring. I told myself I'd fix it tomorrow, but tomorrow turned into a river of sorrow. I left your messages unread for days. I forgot the little things, the simple ways you needed to feel seen, to feel held. I was too busy building my own little hell. You started to fade like an old photograph, the color draining out with every laugh that I wasn't there to share with you. I was present in body but absent in truth. I left you out in the elements, exposed and alone, while I sat inside comfortable on my throne. All indifference, the laziness of pride, I let our love slowly, quietly die. And I didn't even notice until the rust had eaten through everything, turned us to dust. Louder, tearing the rain, a beautiful thing that rusted from pain. Not from a fight, not from a lie, just from the tears I never dried. We were love left out in the cold, a story that never got to grow old. I watched you wither, I watched you fade, a masterpiece I never saved. I tried to sand the rust away, I tried to repaint what we used to be, but the damage was too deep. The corrosion had eaten through the core, and I realized it wasn't the rain that killed us, it was me. For not bringing you inside, for not holding you close, for thinking love could survive on memories alone. I left you out there, and I'll never forgive myself for watching you rush and doing nothing. I keep going back to that spot where I left you, where I left us, but there's nothing there anymore, just a stain on the ground, a reminder of what I let go. I try to pick up the pieces, but they crumble in my hands. You were beautiful, and I let you rush, I let you fade, I let you go. And now I'm standing in the rain, alone, with nothing but the memory of a love I didn't deserve, a love I left out in the rain. Yeah. Yeah. Remember when we said forever? We even pinky swore on it, like children making a pact with the universe. Turns out forever had an expiration date, and we didn't even read the fine print. Funny. We made a deal with the stars, you and I carved our names in the sky, thought we'd never say goodbye. I gave you my tomorrows, you gave me your hand. We built a whole cathedral on a foundation of sand. I remember the promises, they tasted like champagne. Now they're just a bitter aftertaste, a stain upon my brain. Until the end of time, you whispered in my ear, now time is all I've got, and it's filled with nothing but fear. Because the end came quicker than the words we used to speak, and forever was a language that we suddenly couldn't speak. I held on to the contract, you tore it in half, traded in our future for a quiet, empty laugh. We traded forever for goodbye, exchanged the sunrise for a cloudy sky. I gave you my lifetime, you gave it away for a moment of silence on a lonely day. We traded forever, a promise so cheap. Now I'm left with the memory, a wound running deep. You cashed in our future for pennies on the dime, and I'm paying the interest with the rest of my time. What happened to the always that never let you go? Were those just lyrics to a song you didn't even know? I'm going through the archives, the digital paper trail, looking for the fine print where I promised promises would fail. But there's nothing in the footnotes, no warning in the text. Just a whole lot of I love yous that you suddenly unchecked. I guess forever was a concept that you didn't understand. A word you used for comfort, like a pacifier in your hand. And when you got too comfortable, you threw it to the ground. And silence was the only sound of a future that we mortgaged, a dream that we foreclosed. You took our entire story and you simply disposed. You traded our forever for a moment of relief. Now I'm the one who's grieved and the one who's left in grief. We traded forever for goodbye, exchanged the sunrise for a cloudy sky. I gave you my lifetime, you gave it away for a moment of silence on a lonely day. We traded forever, a promise so cheap. Now I'm left with the memory of a wound running deep. You cashed in our future for pennies on the dime, and I'm paying the interest with the rest of my time. Forever, what a joke. We said it so many times it lost its meaning. Like a word you say over and over till it's just sound. I don't even remember what it felt like anymore, to believe in something that wouldn't end. You took the word and you traded it like it was nothing. Like it was easy. I should have known when forever felt too easy to say. It was too easy to take back. You traded it for goodbye, and I'm still standing here, holding the receipt for a love that was never actually sold, just rented, and the lease is up, and I'm evicted. Yeah. Yeah. The sudden quiet after the final massive argument. Nothing but a single sustained out of tune piano note with heavy reverb. A slow heartbeat like kick drum enters, barely audible after an explosion. Yeah, it's quiet now, too quiet. Funny how the loudest fights, and in the softest silence you can still hear the words hanging in the air. Poison and then nothing, just the hum of the refrigerator and the sound of my own breathing alone. We used to make a symphony, you and me. Now the only sound is the echo of what used to be. The walls are still vibrating from the last thing that you said. Is playing on a loop inside the chambers of my head. I remember the crescendo, the build up till the crash, the percussion of the plates we threw, the final angry smash. And then you stopped just screaming and your eyes just went so dead. The silence that came after was the loudest thing you ever said. I stood there in the aftermath, my ears were ringing still. The ghost of all our music, now a void I couldn't fill. I tried to find the rhythm in the space between the pain, but the beat was gone forever, just a memory of the rain. The day the music stopped, I heard the world go still. The last note of our love fell silent on the hill. I'm standing in the quiet, trying to find the thrill of a song we used to sing, now just a bitter pill. The melody is fading, the harmony is gone, and I'm left with the static of a heart that can't move on. The day the music stopped, I lost my favorite song, and I've been humming to myself, just trying to belong. baseline, the groove that used to move my feet? Where's the rhythm we could find? Just walking down the street, I'm checking all the frequencies, but there's nothing on the air, just the ghost of your voice and the weight of my despair. I remember the pre-pause, the way we build it up, the way you look at me, my favorite kind of look. And now the bridge is broken, the key changes a mess, the progression's all corrupted, and I can't find the rest. I'm trying to hit the play button, but the track is scratched and worn. The final love I love is just a record that's been torn. I'm listening to the silence, it's a deafening applause for the death of all the music that we made without a pause. And the only thing that's playing is the memory of your laugh on a loop inside my mind, the saddest photograph. The day the music stopped, I heard the world go still. The last note of our love fell silent on the hill. I'm standing in the quiet trying to find the thrill of a song we used to sing, now just a bitter pill. The melody is fading, the harmony is gone, and I'm left with the static of a heart that can't move on. The day the music stopped, I lost my favorite song, and I've been humming to myself, just trying to belong. Can you hear it? The silence is screaming. It's louder than the fight. It's ringing in my ears. I keep reaching for the volume, but there's nothing left to turn up. Just static and a heart that's out of tune with a world that forgot the melody. The day the music stopped, I didn't even realize I was listening to our last song. I thought it was just another argument, another verse in a long album. But it was the finale, the final note. And now I can't remember the chorus, and I'm just humming. I was at a party, just trying to breathe. Then I heard your name from across the room, and then my name right after. What happened to them? I thought they were forever. Yeah, me too. We became the rumor, the question nobody can answer, the story nobody knows the ending to. Not even us. I walk into a room and the whispers start, like a wave of silence that tears me apart. They look at me sideways, they lower their tone, like I'm a museum piece, broken and alone. Did you hear what happened? Yeah, I heard they split, but nobody knows why. They just called it quits, and I stand there frozen, pretending not to hear the autopsy of our love year by year. They dissect us like strangers, like we're not real, like they know how we felt, how we learned to feel. The slow unraveling of two hearts intertwined. Now we're just a headline left behind. We became the rumor, the question on everyone's tongue. What went wrong when they were so young? Nobody knows the damage that's been done. We became the rumor, the story they tell at parties and bars. Two lovers who drifted like distant stars, and nobody knows the truth of who we are. I heard someone say she just stopped trying, another said he was always lying. They don't know the nights I held you close, when you cried in my arms when you needed me most. They don't know the mornings I made you tea, the quiet moments, just you and me. They don't know the fights we never had, because we were too tired, too broken, too sad to even argue, to even scream. We just floated away like a fractured dream, and now they're filling in the blanks with lies, while I'm still drowning in our goodbyes. You're a stranger now and I'm a ghost, and the rumor mill is what hurts the most. away. I heard your name again today from a friend who didn't know what to say. I saw her last week, she looked okay, and I nodded like that made it okay, but it didn't, it never does, 'cause the rumor doesn't know what was between us, the sacred, the unsaid, the love that we buried in our heads. The rumor doesn't know the quiet tears, the fears we faced, the wasted years. The rumor doesn't know the way we held on, even when everything was already gone. They'll never know the truth, the real, because we can't even explain how we feel. We became the rumor, and I hear them asking every day, what went wrong, why did they fade away? But the answer is too complicated to say. We became the rumor, two people who loved and then lost their way. Now we're just whispers in the dark, a cliche, and the rumor will live on long after we decay. They'll never know. They'll never know about the night you held my face and said, I'm scared we're losing this, and I said we won't, we can't, but we did. They'll never know about the last time we kissed, how it tasted like goodbye, how we both knew but didn't say it. They'll never know, because we became the rumor, and the rumor is easier to carry than the truth. So let them talk, let them ask, let them wonder, because the only two people who know the answer aren't talking anymore, and we haven't spoken in months. But the rumor is still here, and I'm still here, listening, drowning in it, becoming 6 o'clock. Same time, same plate. But the silence is louder than anything we ever ate. I keep setting your fork down, out of habit. And I remember. I walk through the door, and I drop my keys. The sound bounces off walls they used to breathe. Your coat's still hanging, I can't move it, 'cause taking it down means I'm admitting you're through with it. Kitchen light flickers, I fix the fuse, but I can't fix the ghost of you in every bruise. I open the fridge, still half your food, protein shakes and kombucha, shit, I'm in a mood. I microwave leftovers for one, not two, and the microwave beeps like it's mocking me too. I set the table like I always did, your side, your glass, your napkin, a kid playing house with a memory. What a pitiful sight. I'm having dinner with your absence tonight. An empty chair at dinner, staring at the space where you used to be. I cut my steak, but I can't taste a thing, 'cause every bite reminds me you're not here with me. An empty chair at dinner, I pour your wine, let it breathe, let it stain. The table set for heartbreak, and I'm the one to blame for still believing you'd walk through that frame. Remember Tuesdays we had pasta night. You twirl the fork, I'd start a food fight. Now I'm twirling air, fighting back tears. The marinara's cold, been sitting here for years. Feels like years since I heard you laugh. Echo off the china, filling up the half. Furthest from the taller like my chest. I pull out your chair, put it to the test, but it doesn't creak the same, doesn't hold your weight. It's just wooden memory sealed by fate. I talk to the plate like it's listening back. Hey, how was your day? Then the silence attacks. I'm the fool at the feast, the king of regret. Dining alone on a table I can't forget. An empty chair at dinner, staring at the space where you used to be. I cut my steak, but I can't taste a thing, 'cause every bite reminds me you're not here with me. An empty chair at dinner. I pour you wine, let it breathe, let it stain. The table set for heartbreak, and I'm the one to blame for still believing you'd walk through that frame. The candles burning low, wax dripping like my heart. I used to hold your hand across this table, now we're apart. I trace the grain of the wood, it's the same, but the warmth is gone. Just a cold, empty frame. I hear the clock tick, each second a knife, carving out the moments from our former life. I wonder if you eat alone too. Do you think of me when you stir your stew? Do you miss the way I'd steal your fries? Do you miss the way I look in your eyes? Across this table I saw my future. Now I see a reflection that's bruised and unsure. I push my plate away, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm just starving for you like I was before. But before is a ghost that I can't exercise. So I'll sit here tonight and every night, and I clear the dishes, wash them slow. Each plate a gravestone, each glass a hollow. I put yours back in the cupboard, top shelf, so I have to reach, like reaching for help. But help never comes, just the drip of the sink and the drip of my tears. I can't even blink, 'cause blinking means closing my eyes to the fact that you're not coming back. Not ever, not back. I dry my hands on the towel you use. It still smells like you, I'm so confused. How can something so small hold so much pain? How can a dinner table feel like a hurricane? I turn off the light, but I leave your chair pulled out. So if you ever wander home, you'll know I'm still about the love, still about the meal, still about the emptiness that's way too real. An empty chair at dinner, I'm still staring, still waiting, still here. The food gets cold, the wine turns sour, but I can't move on, not in this hour. An empty chair at dinner, it's not just a seat, it's a grave of our past. I said it every night, hoping this one will last, but hope is a dish that's served too fast. So I'll sit here with my fork and my knife, and I'll cut through the silence, one bite at a time. But the only thing I'm swallowing is the truth that an empty chair at dinner is the loudest goodbye I ever knew. An empty chair at dinner.